So I'm standing here with the absolute legend Bucky Lasek, skater, rally driver, you name it, he does it. So thanks for this today. We're over here at Subiemods, and it's just great to be here with you with an absolute legend.
Thanks for checking out his channel.
You're watching TwistedColor Media, so I appreciate that. And then also, you always got to check out Bucky's channel over on YouTube and obviously on Instagram, which I happen to follow both.
Yeah, so good on you, man. Thanks.
So we're looking forward to a great weekend this weekend. Thanks, man. Alright, so good morning. Today is the day before Wicked Big Meet, and we are at the Subiemods Premeet, where Bucky Lasek is going to be, and there's a bunch of cars here already. This is going to be day 1 of 2 of basically what I'm going to be labeling as Wicked Big Meet Part 1 with the pre-meets. So later tonight I will be hosting the pre-meet over at Dave & Buster's in Manchester, Connecticut, so that's pretty exciting. And 2 years in a row now I'm going to host my own little side meet going on and stuff like that. It's right over by the hotel that we're at and everything, so that's cool. And right behind me is the truck for Subiemods. That's where we're at right now, and we're like just north of Hartford, not too far from like the Springfield line of Massachusetts. So it was a bit of a ride for us, but it's awesome over here. I've been to Subiemods a couple of times now, and they always throw some really good meets here, and the fact that Bucky's going to be over here and stuff like that, I'm really looking forward to just getting some great footage and having a great time here. So without further ado, I'm going to shut up so this way I can show you all the action that's going on here. So you're watching TwistedColor Media. This is Wicked Big Meet Weekend. This is the Subiemods Pre-Meet. Let's go. together too. Sick. It's got the confettis in it there. I like the caps. All right, so we are actually at Stafford Springs, and this is where the site of Wicked Big Meat is. You can hear that they're doing some practice runs over there. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of filming of some of the official setup that's going on and stuff like that. You know, what I'm allowed to do. We're going to be going over to the Rick Motec tent and truck and stuff like that. Maybe we'll get to see a little sneak peek of the official Subaru of America cars that are going to be here. I'm kind of hoping. So, dude, whatever they're running over there sounds pretty good. I don't know if that's Betty that they're playing around with or what, which for those of you that don't know, that's Bucky Lasek's rally car. So without further ado, let's get into it. This is the setup for Wicked Big Meat. This is day one, and you're watching TwistedColor Media. Let's get it.
I guess, right? Open track.
Bag riders as always, so you'll be seeing more of that stuff tomorrow when I do like the official film for it. But for right now, it's one of the VB WRXs with the nice wing on it. It's got the STI package, I guess you'd call it. Yeah, AG's getting set up. Vermont Sports Cars here already, they're getting set up. There's the official Subaru. Official Subaru of America stuff over there, and of course Rick Motec, which is where we're going right now to meet up with some of the other guys from 845 Subie. So let's get into that. These are the official Subaru race simulators that they're using. They used last year as well, stuff like that. These are Rick Motec race simulators, and they are freaking wild. I suggest you guys come over to these tents and check these things out because they are awesome. Very realistic. We got some tuning going on right now.
We can restart it, we probably will.
So what we're looking inside right now is the Pro Drive WRX. That, Joe, is this coming to this country?
I believe you're going to be able to buy this as a package.
All right, all right.
Or they may create one for you.
Those actually look like the old, for those that are Subaru fans that know this stuff, those look like the old school Pro Drive P1 wheels, believe it or not. They're very similar to it. They're just a bigger size because those look like what, an 18?
Looks like a version.
That's a stock spoiler that comes on there.
So they wanted to do the 22B style.
Yeah.
This arch in the back.
Yeah, look at that.
This is completely different than the STI wing that you'll buy. Just be careful with this. So if you look back,
so like Carly's wing, it's going to be totally different than hers.
That shape, yes. So even Dan's girlfriend, see how this one comes up like this, like the 22B.
Right.
Crazy.
I'm happy that they were keeping that influence from what they did back in 1998. And notice on here, see the fender flares, And we got totally different style brake calipers that are on there, and the brake rotors are like ridiculous. If you notice, those are riveted rotors. And it does say Pro Drive on those calipers. Made in Japan. Forged Pro Drive wheels. Now, Pro Drive is in the UK. However, they do use other companies to make their Pro Drive wheels for them, which is why that would say made in Japan. And there's also Pro Drive Japan. So, but this is actually a great first look here. And then I'm actually going to do another walk around on this here just to kind of get an idea, which, I mean, it does basically look like the Drive WRX otherwise, but there's some subtle differences. If you notice, the seats have carbon fiber on the back, and it's real. So the interior is a little bit different, not by much. Of course, we got the big gigantic touch pad. Nice little moonroof. And so with that being said, now I'm going to deter your attention to one other thing. So if you watched my Wicked Big Meat video from last year, you saw me go nuts over this one particular car. That was a rally car. It was an actual rally car. It was used by a hero of mine, Ken Block. It is back again this year. And we are going to get to see this here.
This is nuttier than any short throw shifter I've ever seen before.
Of course, you guys remember Joe, and he's kind of giving us a little spiel on what's going on with this.
So, hydraulic e-brake. It looks like it's got a lock here, so you could lock the e-brake. It's got all 4 lines going into it.
Of course it does. It's Gymkhana. Come on now.
It's Gymkhana. It's retaining the DCCD, right? Because 04, this is 05 STI, right?
I love that he kept the auto switches on here.
Yes, absolutely. They literally grafted it
with
in.
Carbon fiber.
Yep.
Real carbon fiber.
Insanity.
And the dash is still in there and stuff like that. Like most of those cars, you see the inside of them, they're completely gutted, like gutted. So the fact that this still has some like OEM dash and stuff like that in there, it's pretty cool, at least in my opinion. I mean, form your own, but that is the closest in-depth look I've gotten so far at Ken Block's first official Subaru rally car that he had used. So now we are going to go under the hood of that in just a few moments.
Okay, so they took the pull out.
Of course.
So it's basically just this.
Boom. Which, I mean, is basically your standard STI engine for the majority of the part.
I think Crawford did. Oh shit, no, they did.
It's Vermont, right?
Dude, that's badass.
Yeah, Vermont Rally
I
Sport.
thought Crawford had
Or Vermont Sports Car, rather, not Rally Sport.
AC delete.
Yeah. Of
Right
course,
off
race
the bat. So this was Group N.
Yeah.
Because everything stopped.
See the strut tower brace welded in? Oh, dude, take a look at that right there.
That's massive.
So that's a real strut tower brace, like one that you would buy and put on, but that is welded into the body, which is actually stronger than any one that you would buy and put onto those 3 studs there.
That's
which
incredible.
I myself have the SPT strut tower brace in my WRX, which is phenomenal, don't get me wrong, but that's on a whole nother level.
So they had to keep all of this stock. Even the top hats, these are Group N top hats. Yeah, they are. You can feel how stiff they are. So all this, the 6-speed had to be retained,
right?
Or else they couldn't rally in this class with it. So this must have been when he got his FIA license.
Because this was his first official rally car that I know of.
I believe so. Yeah. Yes, because this was before the 08 hatch that it had.
Yes.
Like the Gymkhana hatch. The super
that was the one that he really
hatch.
kind of got popular with, but
I think so. This was the
one
original,
before, and this was the original Gymkhana and all that stuff.
Yep.
Because I think he was already on Gymkhana 3. Correct me if I'm wrong, especially you guys in the comment section, correct me if I'm wrong. Gymkhana 3 is, I'm pretty sure, what started it with the hatch, the STI hatch.
Okay.
that he had. Which for somebody that's watched those videos a million times, I should know it like that, but it's escaping me.
Designation if it falls under the WRX, if STIs fall under the WRX name, but I don't.
That's incredible. So then they implanted all of the drivetrain, the axles, the hubs, the whole entire STI driveline, basically.
I mean, they strip these things apart anyway.
Alright, so for those that do know like a lot about like old school Subarus and stuff like that, this is actually the car that started it all. This is the Subaru 360. Small, cheap, and ugly. The Subaru, that was their commercial. Yes, I actually just fucking quoted a commercial. But they were like 3-speed manuals. The engine is in the back. It is a 2-cylinder, 2-stroke engine. It's basically a dirt bike engine in here. Subaru 360. Smaller than Volkswagen Beetle, but you know what? They were kind of cool. They were cool cars. They were different, and you know what? They sold, and they made it popular enough for them to branch out and make other vehicles. Another thing you'll notice: these are stock with suicide doors.
So that's the 360.
So literally, when you hear like rappers talking the songs that say them doors of suicide, boom, suicide doors. Crazy shit. Alright, so a little tidbit here. If you're a Subaru nerd like myself, you're gonna know that I said that that guy, the 360, was the first vehicle that Subaru had made, which is true for the most part. Vehicle. However, they made one other land vehicle before they had stopped making airplanes, and that was a scooter. 150 actually. And this is the original one. This was actually one of the first ones that they've preserved. And now it's here in America and belongs to SOA. With the mud flaps to go with it. So Rabbit was, I guess, their monarch, if you want to call it that. And then of course we got a BRZ TS over here with big ass Brembos on it. Nice to see that we got a 6-speed manual in there. I believe a sports car should remain a sports car and not be an automatic transmission, but you know, what do I know, right? But still setting up things over at Rick Motec, and Subaru tents are going up.
The two wildernesses and
So this is shaping up to be actually a pretty quick setup.
Let's start with cross-track wilderness.
These are literally the vehicles that started it all. The fact that they brought the little bus here is pretty sick.
Don't start it.
So that's going to cap us for the setup for today. So next time you'll be seeing me is going to be on the Wicked Big Meat Pre-Meet, which is the one that I'm hosting over in Dave & Buster's. So that'll be a little nice nighttime meet. Again, well, sort of nighttime. But yeah, we're gonna get that. We'll have the whole lineup like we did last year, and well, maybe we'll get some footage of us being idiots inside Dave & Buster's. If not, you're not missing much. But either way, looking right back at basically history and the future, and Ken Block's car, which is still really, really awesome. So this is the Dave & Buster's Pre-Meet, Joe. And this is put on here by 845 Subie, and I was very happy to bring everybody together for this again for the second time in a row. And it's a pretty good turnout so far. Last year we actually ended up packing some more people, the stragglers that came through and stuff like that. So right now the usual jankery is going on. Dave and Buster's over there in the background. And golf clubs apparently. Plus alcohol and games that can only get over from here. So that's going to cap us off today for the setup for Wicked Big Meat, and I think we'll cap it here, because now stay tuned for the Wicked Big blah. Let me try that again. The list goes on.
Thanks, James, and thank you for sorry.
There you go.
Might do that.
All right, ready and all right. So I'm standing here with the absolute legend Bucky Lasek, but I screwed up.